engineering, and to human ambition itself. In 2004, something massive began in the desert of Dubai. A hole was dug in the sand. At the time, no one really knew what it would become, but the goal was simple and extreme. Build the tallest structure the world has ever seen. Not by a small margin, not by a few meters, but by hundreds. At that time, the tallest building was Taipei 101 in Taiwan, standing just over 500 meters. Dubai didn't just want to beat it, they wanted to leave it far behind. And in 2009, they did exactly that. The structure rose from the desert and changed everything. An 828-meter giant called Burj Khalifa, and the world has not been able to beat it since. Here's the real question. Why has nobody been able to break this record in over a decade? And more importantly, how tall can we actually build before nature says stop? To understand that, we need to go back in time. For thousands of years, humans were obsessed with height. The Great Pyramid of Giza stood as the tallest structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Then came medieval cathedrals in Europe, pushing height limits with stone and faith. Later, the Eiffel Tower shocked the world in 1889, but it wasn't even a building people lived in. The real revolution came in 1884 in Chicago, the home insurance building. Only 55 meters tall, but it changed everything. It was the first true skyscraper designed for daily human use. From that moment, cities became vertical. New York and Chicago turned into global testing grounds for height. In 1931, the Empire State Building took the crown and held it for 40 years. Then came the World Trade Center. Then the race left America. In 1998, Malaysia shocked the world with the Petronas Towers. Then came Taipei 101 in 2004. And finally, Burj Khalifa in 2009. Each time the jump was bigger, nothing like this.
Design a tower that's 550 meters, which would have been just slightly taller than the world record holder at that time.
The answer is not just money, it is engineering. The biggest enemy of tall buildings is not gravity, it is wind. At extreme heights, wind doesn't just push a building, it tries to twist and break it apart. So engineers designed something new, a Y-shaped structure called a buttressed core. Think of it like a tripod holding itself steady from three sides. This design spreads the weight and reduces wind force. Without it, Burj Khalifa would not exist at this height. But structure alone is not enough. The foundation goes deep into the earth with massive reinforced concrete piles anchoring it like roots. Then there is the construction itself. Concrete had to be pumped higher than ever before in history. At the top, conditions are so extreme that even temperature and wind behavior change noticeably. And yet, the building stands. Not just as an office or hotel, but as a symbol. But here's something even more interesting. Burj Khalifa is not just tall. It is engineered for spectacle. Its exterior can display light shows visible from kilometers away. Millions of LED points turn it into a giant digital screen at night. It has become part building, part global landmark, part media display. But behind the beauty, there is a serious reality. Buildings this tall come with problems: fire safety, evacuation time, air pressure differences, human endurance. At extreme heights, going up or down is not simple anymore. Even elevators become engineering challenges. So now we reach the real question. Can we build even taller than this? The answer is yes, but it gets complicated. Projects have already been proposed. A tower in Saudi Arabia aiming to cross 1 kilometer. A mega tower in Dubai planned to go even beyond that. And then there are futuristic ideas like 1.5 kilometers, 2 kilometers, even 4 kilometers tall structures. But most of them remain unfinished or cancelled. Why? Because every extra meter makes everything harder. Weight increases, wind pressure increases, cost increases, and at a certain point, materials themselves become the limit. Steel and concrete can only go so far. New materials like carbon fiber are being explored, but nothing is ready yet for mass use at that scale. Then there is the human factor. At extreme heights, oxygen levels and air pressure change. People may need controlled environments just to function normally. That means sealed spaces, artificial conditions, massive energy costs. And finally, the biggest barrier of all is not technical, it is economic. These buildings cost billions, and there is no guarantee they will pay back. Many planned megatowers were cancelled for exactly this reason, because at some point, the question is not, can we build it? It becomes, should we build it? Even today, most countries are limiting super tall construction because of cost and practicality. So where does that leave us? The truth is simple. Burj Khalifa is not just a record, it is a boundary, a point where engineering, ambition, and reality all meet. We may build taller one day, maybe even beyond 1 kilometer. Every step upward will demand something new materials, new designs, new thinking. Because in the end, building higher is not just about reaching the sky. It is about convincing the earth to let you go that far. And right now, the earth is still winning.